Uganda, the pearl of Africa, land of lush greenery, stunning wildlife, and, oh yes, one of the most eccentric and terrifying dictators in modern history. Meet Idi Amin Dada, a man who redefined the word chaos and made sure the world would never forget him. Buckle up, folks, because this is the story of a man who went from being a semi-literate soldier to a self-proclaimed conqueror of the British Empire. Yes, you heard that right. Conqueror. Here he is, ladies and gentlemen. Idi Amin in all his glory, a man who once claimed he could rule the world if he wanted to. Spoiler alert, he couldn't even rule Uganda properly. But hey, confidence is key, right? Our story begins in the 1940s, when Idi Amin was just a young, strapping lad in the King's African Rifles. He was a boxer, a swimmer, and apparently a real charmer. The British loved him. Well, at first, he was big, strong, and followed orders. What more could a colonial army want? But don't let that fool you. This guy had ambition, and by ambition I mean he was plotting his way to the top like a chess master on steroids. Fast forward to 1971. Idi Amin, now a high-ranking officer, decides he's had enough of playing second fiddle. So what does he do? He stages a coup while Obote is out of the country. Smooth move, Amin. Real smooth. My dear people of Uganda, I have taken over power to save you from Obote's tyranny. Oh, the irony. Because what came next was, well, let's just say it wasn't exactly a picnic. At first people thought, hey, this guy's kind of fun. He danced at public events, gave rambling speeches, and even declared himself King of Scotland. Wait, what? Yes, you heard that right. Scotland, because why not? But behind the laughter and the antics was a man who ruled with an iron fist. Amin's regime was marked by violence, repression, and sheer paranoia. Thousands of Ugandans were killed, and the economy, let's just say it wasn't exactly booming. Who needs a functioning economy when you can have a dictator who calls himself His Excellency, President for Life, Field Marshal Al-Haji Dr. Idi Amin Dada, VC, DSO, MC, Lord of all the beasts of the earth and fishes of the seas, and conqueror of the British Empire in Africa in general and Uganda in particular? Catchy, right? By 1979, Amin's luck had run out. Tanzania invaded Uganda, and after a series of battles, Amin fled the country like a kid caught stealing candy. He spent the rest of his life in exile, first in Libya, then in Saudi Arabia. Ah, how the mighty had fallen. The self-proclaimed conqueror of the British Empire was now just a lonely old man, far from the power and glory he once craved. Idi Amin's legacy is a complicated one. He was a man who brought both laughter and terror to Uganda. But his story is also a reminder of the resilience of the Ugandan people, who have worked hard to rebuild their nation after the chaos of his rule. So here's to Idi Amin, a man who proved that even the most outrageous dictators can't escape the pages of history. And trust me, folks, his pages are, well, let's just say they're not exactly boring.